So currently, WWE is some hot garbage, and we ain't got nobody else to blame but we selves. Yes, us the fans, both hardcore and casuals. Yeah, it's your fault, and it's me fault. Here way.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Oh no! Y'all don't want to wait. Y'all don't want to wait. No, come back. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted, right? Right? This is not what y'all asked for. So it's right here in front of your face. You gotta deal with it. No, I cannot act like if the fans are the only ones to blame here, right? Like I already said, right? It's not one subset of fan base, one subset of the fan base that needs to be blamed here. All we got to take the blame for it. Us, WWE, the wrestlers, everybody got to take the blame for it. But the reason why I go focus on we the fans them is because we hold a special place in the hierarchy of how wrestling works, or the system of professional wrestling, for lack of a better term. What I mean by that is that if we don't go and buy the merchandise, we don't watch the shows, we don't watch the pay-per-views, if we don't attend the shows, you know what I mean? If we don't run up the numbers them on the streaming platforms, WWE is not gonna put out shit. As a matter of fact, WWE is not even gonna exist. They won't even be on this level. And obviously we ain't gonna act like this is the first time they went through a slump. Like, come on, bro. They had the early 90s with the steroid scandal when it rocked them to the core, so much so that 1995 is considered the worst year in professional wrestling overall because WWE itself was suffering so much. Then you had 1986 when WCW come on the scene and just kicked the ass for 2 years straight in ratings. Then you had early 2010s, then late 2010s. I don't know, the 2010s era was such a weird time because the early half was shit, the middle portion was nice, and then the last few years was shit. But we ain't talking about that right now. Right now, we talking about the toxicity between the fan bases, and the reason why WWE gets so complacent is because of us, the fans. But I go start on the so-called casual fans, or the fans that got the take or of the opinion that when WWE listens to the internet or listens to the fan bases, that that's when they start putting out shit quality. And that is just certainly not true. WWE listening to the fans is the reason why Hulk Hogan became the face of professional wrestling in the 1980s. Is the reason why Stone Cold Steve Austin became the face of arguably the peak of professional wrestling in the late 90s into the early 2000s. Is the reason why John Cena became the face of WWE throughout the last 20 plus years. And is the reason why Roman Reigns became a heel and carried WWE throughout the pandemic. So no, listening to the fans is not the reason why WWE did the shit stated in right now. However, listening to the fans is not the reason why it had its peaks, or at least it's not the sole reason why it had its peaks back in the days. Because on the other hand, and internet fans, smart fans, whatever y'all want to identify yourself as, I just want y'all to know this, right? Just because you champion somebody, don't mean that person gonna be a draw, right? WWE has to actually put time and effort behind that person, and that person also has to have A, good wrestling skills, B, a personality, and C, the presence to carry whatever shit WWE give them, and be able to execute it to the best of their ability so that they can carry WWE, carry whatever show they on at that particular time into the next stratosphere. You get where I'm coming from, right? The performers that y'all championing have to be something special for WWE to run with them and give them proper storylines. But let me just explain this here to the best of my abilities. Both they are right and both they are wrong, right? It's somewhere down the middle. The problem is now is that casual fans for so long have been silent, while internet fans who all they could think about whole days, oh, this man ain't getting pushed, this man ain't getting pushed, why you don't push he, why you don't push he, why you got the women them doing this, why you got them doing that. Shut up. Every hot independent wrestler that going on right now in the scene, You want them going to sign to WWE. When they sign to WWE and they got too much of them and WWE can't build or push all of them at one time, you complain, oh, they be pushing me. Let you to AEW. He go to AEW, he become a champion wherever he might fall out with AEW, or he might get regressed down the card when some other WWE wrestler get pushed out, goes down there and takes his spot. You complain again, oh, he gotta go back to WWE now. He big this, he big that. When he go over there now again and some hot new talent come up that you were pushing and clamoring for, get his spot that he's supposed to get back in the days, and he get lost in the shuffle once again, you complain, oh my gosh, they're ruining it, they're doing this, they're doing that. No. The reason why they're doing all these scriptings that they're doing is because they're trying to please all of y'all at one time. And it don't make no sense. Because you can't please everybody at one time. If that was the case, in 1999, Stone Cold Steve Austin would have lost the WWE Championship at least one time to Ken Shamrock, or Road Dogg, or Billy Gunn. You wanna know why? Because them man had abundances of fans across the spectrum. If you detect Ken Shamrock popularity back then and place in the modern era, he would have been a big ass star. That's number one. You understand me? At least by today's standards. And to the casual fans them, what y'all think will happen when y'all ask, oh, I like LA Knight, I like Braun Breaker and them, man, they should make them champion. But at the same time, you can say some shit like, well, because Undertaker them don't wrestle no more, Triple H and them man retire, I cannot really watch WWE no more, you know, because it getting boring. What the hell you think will happen? They're gonna start looking at the stupid fat neck beard fans them that clamoring for all these indie wrestlers them that ain't got no personality, just botch moves, and all they do is copy each other and kick out to each other finishers. Yes, that's exactly what they're gonna do. And also, I can't stress this enough. Everybody was propositioning, everybody was clamoring, everybody was championing for Cody Rhodes to win the WWE Championship. And I had no problem with that. Big up to Cody Rhodes for winning the championship and everything, right? He's a hard worker. But tell me, honestly tell me, what memorable rivalry did Cody Rhodes have after he won the championship? Don't even answer that, because guess what? I already asked the same question like 3 times in a row now, and I have not gotten a response. The only thing I hear is that I's a rage beta, and I's a jackass, and I's stupid, and that me life ain't worth it. Which, by the way, very funny. I like that. Y'all keep them mean streaks going on. Y'all could do enough so much that one of these days I could do a mean comments video. But yeah, that's the state we in. And of course, the biggest offender behind all this is the friggin' creative, because they are so weak and spineless. WWE is trying to be a sports-like presentation, but at the same time, they're breaking friggin' kayfabe, bro. We all know this shit fake, right? But how in the hell you got conferences and all these different things them to be like if it's a real sport, but at the same time telling everybody, oh, it's not a real sport? Does that make any sense to you? It's like somebody asked a question the other day. Imagine if Kane used to take off his mask and go to a press conference table back in the days and be like, oh yeah, my face ain't really burned. And y'all can see when we revealed how, you know, how masterful it could be. Like, you imagine how stupid that would have been, right? That's how y'all as someone y'all encourage WWE with this nonsense that they're going on with nowadays. And you know why they could be able to do this? Is because y'all as fans just go to the indies and big up indie wrestlers them that do this exact same stupidness, while at the same time, right? Back in the days in the 2000s, in like 2000 in WCW, when Vince Russo was doing this exact same shit, yeah, were chastising him for ruining wrestling. Well, I guess he successfully ruined wrestling, and y'all copying the template later.
Nashville, and you know what? That piece of shit didn't even tell me about that.